Hello, hello, hello. Welcome. Looks good. Looks good. You're coming in nice and clean. Welcome, everyone. York Templar, Diablo 4. How y'all doing? Hopefully you're doing well. Turn that off. I'm still here, don't worry. I like to do that to prove I'm not AI, but otherwise, I find that for some reason, it's been a while since I've talked about this, my videos do better if you don't see me the whole time. And I think it's because when I get into gamer mode, even when I'm talking, I get sort of that, like, blank gamer stare of I might even be a mouth breather. I don't even know. Last time I checked, I wasn't. But since I'm talking so often and just staring into the game, I don't know. I guess it affects people. They just see me just existing in the corner. I'm like, I'm not gonna watch this hairy ball of masculinity just stare like a zombie into the graphics, absorbing up space. You know, I have nothing against streamers who show their face. It's fine. You know what I mean? But when I watch YouTube videos, honestly, I prefer the ones where it's like not there all the time. Like it goes back and forth. I can go either way, honestly. There's plenty of YouTubers I watch where they're there the whole time. There's plenty of other ones where they're only there sometimes. It's like edited to like just to get their reaction. You get the zoom in. And you know what? It's fine. It's fine. But I guess I have one of those faces where I don't think I'm a bad looking guy. I think I just have a unique demeanor that somehow doesn't help, doesn't amplify the quality. I noticed they like to see that there's a human behind it and it's not AI powered. But having me there the whole time, I don't know, it seems to have a interesting impact. But this form for some reason does better than if I'm not there at all or if I'm there the whole time. This form of hi, I'm here, but allow me to step away. Not to mention that light gets pretty warm. It's not that bright. It's an LED. It actually doesn't get that warm at all, but I guess it makes me feel warmer because the light's just shining into my eyes, burning my retinas. Hold on. It's been a while since we played Decima, since she was our only main character for grinding. She was our bread and butter for a long time. She was the only one that was level 60. So it's been a while since we touched on her. She's improved just slightly, just a little bit from the last time I showed her off. I remember last time some guy was talking about it, but the crackling energy doesn't scale, and then like I feel like I think I reminded everyone that he was dealing with like old information because now it's like one of the #1 builds for the sorceress is crackling energy. And we still have critical strike chance 100%, so like whatever damage she's doing is getting multiplied by at least 826 times. And then she's got everything else. Like crackling energy also stacks with damage with lightning, obviously. Damage with crackling energy that's specifically made for it. So if we add all that together, my crackling energy damage is getting multiplied by at least, let's see, I'll round them together, so about 800 plus 200, that's 1,000, so 15, at least 1,600 times it's getting multiplied. Not to mention if status effects go off, hold on, let's go take a look. It's in a book. Lucky chance isn't bad. 30%, literally 333 repeating. So exactly a third of all of her attacks make her lucky hit chance go off. But she's not running lucky hit vulnerable. She's not running it. So I don't think I have a lot of lucky hit things going on, actually. So lucky hits are going off, but not off the top of my head. Maybe with the skills? Oh, you know what? There is something we're running. The crackling energy itself. So a third of my critical hits are going to generate... a third of them have a third of a chance to make a free crackling energy. But honestly, that's not how we make most of our crackling energy right now. But that being there at 30%, still nice. Still very effective. Most of our crackling energy, though, is coming from this. A third of the enemies we just kill will drop one. So that's how the generator gets started and keeps going. And we're running Fireball. It's not getting multiplied. It's just like we're on expert difficulty, so it's like stacking with things. I think I have one thing adding to burning damage somewhere. So if they do somehow survive a fireball blast, they're taking additional damage over time. Anyway, I forget where it is. I want to say it was over here. Somewhere. Non-physical damage, that would count towards all my elemental damage. All my magical damage, so all that's increased. Enchantments. Enchantment. Shock, generating mana. There's one specifically for crackling energy. Getting that right there, right there. Even more crackling energy damage, so we got it to 200%. Could've swore I had one. There was one thing somewhere that was like adding to burning. Here we go, here it is. Fundamental release. Each time you apply vulnerable, burning, or critical strike an enemy. So I'm critically striking them 100% of the time. All my attacks critical strike, so this goes off all the time. And if they get critical striked and they're burning, this should stack, I believe. Let's see. Each time you apply vulnerably, burning, or critical strike an enemy, they take 10% increased damage from you, up to 50%. The ultimate skill damage is increased. We're not running an ultimate. Actually, we are. I forgot that we changed that. I am running an ultimate, but I'm just not using it all the time. So I forgot I changed it to where I am running an ultimate. Yeah. Unstable currents, just in case, even though there's nothing, absolutely nothing that we're going to fight to where that's going to be necessary. Her toughness isn't amazing, but it actually goes up sometimes when Blizzard's active. I don't know why. We've got plenty of keys. That's what we're going to be running here. I'm going to do a little key run. We are, once again, it's a tiny sliver. We're 10 million XP away. But it should be fine. It should be fun. Let's get it started. I did take off the enchantment. And another thing I was talking about where that guy was going on misinformation. Actually, we need to go back for a second. I didn't want to talk about that. It does stack with other things. And it does count as a skill. You'll see. Pay attention to this aspect right here. While Unstable Currents is not active, your shock skills have a 14% chance to trigger a free cast from it. If you pay attention, you'll see that this is actually going off without me pushing a button. Hold on, real quick. There's one other thing I want to show you guys that, like, literally this build could actually be doing almost 1 million damage with each little cackling energy if I just remove my movement speed. Right now we're running a lot of movement speed on our amulet. And if you look, we have Estador's overflowing cameo right here. And this will give me some movement speed when crackling energy goes off, but it'll also increase my crackling energy damage by another 400%. I got 2 of them. And one of them is slightly better than the other one. And as you can see, my amulet that I have equipped is literally just boosting the bejesus out of my movement speed. And I don't have any defensive skills, which I'll talk about how that's actually a huge improvement as well. Let's see. Crackling energy now gains 10% damage for every level and shock skills you have equipped. Okay, so that's a lot. If I had that equipped, it'd be even more. Your every unleash on charges. Oh, I had used this before, yeah. And then you do a big blast of all your crackling energy in one blast is the second ability. But if we combine that with Orsavane and Strike of Strong Stormhorn, like, I mean, my ball lightning's level 11. Everything else should be 5. Lightning Spear's 5. Chain Lightning's actually 7. And Arc Flash is actually 7 as well. So all those levels would multiply that damage up. Which, is it important? Yes. Yes, it is. Highly important. Alright, let's get back at it. Hold on, there's one thing I wanted to show you. Yes. I think I talked about this a long time ago, is that now since I have no defensive skills equipped, I'm getting a bonus from Orsavane as well. I deal 40% increased damage for each defensive skill that's not equipped. So, like, just from using Orsavane with no defensive skills, we're getting 160% more damage, just right on top of that. Right on top. Right on top of the whole thing, like a cherry on top of the sundae. Just 160% bonus damage just getting added to everything. Look at this. You may notice I walk into folk. Oh man, this is a very good one too. Surat's Lair. Oh my god. This is probably the best one. The best one to start off with. In and out, no time, get a bunch of XP. I don't need this gold. I should focus. I'm getting distracted already. Look, I'm doing 40,000 minimum just from touching them, alright? And then about 500,000, like anywhere from 40,000 to 500,000 damage being thrown out. If I had that amulet equipped and I wasn't worried about my movement speed, if I was just going for damage, we'd be easily hitting them for 1,000,000. Each slap. Each bap. Each little zip, zap, zoop. Oh, it's delicious. I'm having a fun time with her again. Only because I don't use her all the time. I use her a lot, though. I mean, we're getting to the point where it's getting rough. I would have done it yesterday, but I literally couldn't. I did not. We were not close at all. We were not close at all. One of these down here. Oh, wrong mouse. Hold on, where is it? One of these down here is about 3 hours now. Just getting from there to there. Like going this distance is about 3 hours. So the grind is real now. We're in the end game of setting this world record. Sorry, I know I'm getting a little loud. I'm trying to control it. I'm trying to control my volumes. You know I get excited about my Diablo 4s. I get excited about my meats. This is a tasty treat. I gotta stop. I gotta focus. I'm gonna try to go for the most XP possible. The most kills possible today. I will be getting these golden orbs of XP, but I'm actually gonna avoid these chests. I'm gonna leave them be. Even though I'm actually happy with one of the updates, like one of these chests, one of these big ones, they actually have a small chance of dropping, what's it called? A shattered prism now. So if you needed to make more socketed items, you don't have to just hunt the butcher over and over again. You actually have a small chance to get a few of them out of chests, and I like that. I really like that, because if you're just starting off a new character and you want to get some slots, there's a chance you can get some shattered prisms early on, so you can start adding slots to items you like. And you won't get a lot. It's expensive, but I mean, if you're starting off and you know what you're doing and you want to get some gems equipped early on, and get your work cut out for you. Get those extra little bonuses from your gems. It works out. A bag of opals. Apparently there was a goblin there. I didn't even see him. He just disintegrated. Uh oh. Looks like we got ourselves a nest. No, I'm not even doing things right now. That's the crazy part. I mean, as you can see, I'm not casting spells yet. You can see the... what's it called? Lightning spears going off every now and then. We also have, what's this? We have charged bolts going off every now and then. It's kind of hard to tell when chain lightning goes off for free because it looks very similar to the crackling energy, but it'll bounce around. It'll bounce back and forth. And they're free lightning balls as well. I don't know if the free lightning balls generate crackling energy like the ones I pay for, the ones I cast, but it's beautiful. It's nice. Oh man, I think we killed them so hard they're not generating XP orbs anymore. But you know what? That's fine, because we're already done. We're done with this place. Sorry. Sorry, Surat. Sorry, I didn't mean to blow your mind there for a second. And just show up and get insta-disintegrated from saying hello. Oh, damn. I'm gonna try to ignore the chest. I'm gonna try to go straight for speed on this one. Comes a little muscle memory. I kind of wanted to open up that one just now. A little bit muscle memory. Oh. What's awesome about this? To feel so powerful. To just be like, you know what? I'm just gonna walk through. Hey guys, how's it going? Being evil, I see, huh? You don't mind if my immense power just deletes you from existence? I'm such a powerful hero that me just existing deletes you from existing. I'm sorry. So there he goes. There he goes. I'm sorry if that was loud. I'm sorry. I know the microphone's right there, and I can snap that pretty loud. My bad. My apologies. Put some music on. Take your shoes off. Relax. Hanging with ET and the big rolling thunder. The easy listenings of enemies disintegrating. I'm trying to get my speed better. I'm very happy with the way, what's it called? My druid Decima. I'm very happy with the way he's turning out. But I'm trying to beat his records. I'm trying to get him to where I'm almost there. Because Decima just out in the wild, just doing random dungeons, not even key dungeons, can do about like 12 in an hour. And Decima is like almost there. It's crazy. Like I can get him to bounce around. It's a little bit more work. But with the Shredding Druid, I get about like 11 and a half. It's like right there. 11 and a half dungeons in an hour. I mean, I just gotta get lucky with certain dungeons. But I mean, it's just unfair. Look, she can move full speed while attacking. She doesn't have to slow down to let Crackling energy just do its thing. Another weird thing I've noticed is that, like, with my Necromancer being the Darkness build and her also full speed, just walking around killing everything, for some reason, she's still slower. I get lucky if I get 10 and a half done, which is crazy. I guess it's just because that tiny bit. That tiny bit of speed. That's the difference. Scorponok's tail's giving me trouble. Artillery shrines. I'm gonna artillerize. What is this? One thing I do like about the Necromancer is like the artillery shrine also applies to your summons. So just having the Skelly boys launch their darkness balls or slash with their scythes, that just makes it go off anyway. They get like a free couple of arrows, free couple of archer pods. I don't even have to do anything. I just walk around and absorb the juices. Very similar to this. And at our power level currently, I imagine that we'll, like, even on Pentient, and even I want to say Torment level 1, I think it'll still look very similar to what we're doing right now once we unlock it. It's just the sheer amount of damage multiplied on top of itself. I remember when I first made this build, we weren't doing that much, but it was still insta-killing them. Because we were doing like 2,000 damage and then like 50,000 damage when we crit. And now it's just crazier. Now after I got all my ducks in the water lined up to do 50,000, to do 40,000 minimum, and then to max out at, as you saw earlier, about 700,000 damage just from the Crackling energy. Not to mention the ball lightning itself against a regular enemy. If I can get it to hit without them dying instantly before it explodes. I've hit a guy in the face for like 5 million with one of those ball lightnings. The problem is all of them die from the ball lightning before it explodes most of the time, so it's kind of hard to see. Hey guys, what's going on? Hanging out? Alright, that's cool. You mind if I come and talk to your vampire boss? Just passing through. You ever meet someone where all they have to do is walk around? And the entire environment changes? Evil is dying, and all I did was show up. Hey guys, what's going on? Oh. Were you in charge? Were you part of the tour? Not so much. Do we have enough? Oh, another thing. I made it to 16 billion. Within the past couple of days, we gained another billion just from me grinding. It's getting to that weirdness now. Every session, a billion gold is gained. That's pretty crazy. We're easy gonna make it to 20 billion way before we even level up at this rate. I mean, we're already at 200 million now. 16 billion, 200 million gold. I mean, but it's getting bananas. I think it multiplies depending on your level or something. Like the amount of gold you get. Because it's starting to be faster. Like, we're killing... There's some boxes... Some dudes die and they drop like 50 grand just on the ground. Just regular enemies. Not even like the Vile Splendor dudes. The gilded guys, they drop a lot now. One gilded guy can drop anywhere from like 100,000 to 3 million by himself. It's completely banana sandwich. I just want to know who's paying these guys, man. How do I get their job? I need that payroll. Couple of 100 million to stand around hanging out with the snake boys? Come on now. I could do that. I don't even believe in a snake god. But I could hang out. Who's this? Who's this? Oh, the blue guy. Crackling energy is the worst enemy for that guy. He just explodes into a bunch of junk. I tell you who has a hard time with that blue guy for some reason. She can kill the Necromancer. My Darkness Necromancer can kill any of the other goblins instantly as soon as they touch her Seal of Koricalcos. But for some reason, the blue guy, he doesn't. I think he has shadow resistance because he doesn't die instantly. I have to shoot him. I have to shoot him with Decompose or Reap him. Or, no, not Reap. What's it called? Cleave? I forget. The one where you launch a ghostly apparition of yourself with the scythe. There's 288. Look at this. We're 12 away, boys. 12 away from being max level. No campaign skip. Can you believe it? After all these years, after all this time, alright, now we gotta really lock in. We were 10 million away, so in about 15 minutes we gained 10 million. We can keep that up. We can get a decent amount of XP before this show is over. But honestly, you know what? Even after that hour, you might do what we always do now, which I like doing for some reason. Just having a little bit of extra. We might touch Lapus Lazuli again, because I actually have only been grinding since the last time we streamed. I've only been doing stuff like this. So I haven't even touched Lapus Lazuli since the last time I played him, last time I streamed him. So touching him for like 10 or 15 minutes just to see how he's doing. Because I take back, like the bone build so far, like in the beginning, not that exciting, but I just need to get more legendaries. I need to unlock the aspects. I have some aspects unlocked that are interesting. I even have some mythic uniques that I found that look interesting for the bone build. So I don't know. I might still try it. I really want to use him to try out the other necromancer things. I think it's a ring. There's a ring that makes it to where like every few seconds you cast one of the corpse abilities. It's like summon skeleton, corpse explosion, and corpse tendril. So if I figured like there's another build there to where you're just walking around and the corpses are auto detonating as you just walk around. And I'm like, very similar to what Saccharine's already doing with darkness, but at the same time it sounds kind of cool, especially if you're doing blood. Because I haven't confirmed it, but I suspect that regular corpse explosion might... It counts as profane damage, which I don't know if there's anything that goes with profane, but maybe one of the blood paragon boards might. Maybe. Just because it doesn't make sense that, like, it would go with bone. It definitely doesn't go with shadow from what we've already looked at. So I'm hoping that maybe there's something in the blood build that makes regular corpse explosion multiply its damage. Because it's kind of fun. Corpse explosion. It's pretty nice, pretty neat. Don't get me wrong, if you're going shadow and you go to miasma corpse explosion, it's doing some damage. It's doing a lot of damage. But regular corpse explosion is an explosion. And that's just always cool.
Of this is to fight.
Every day is a Super Ball lightning day with Decima. Boom! That guy took 1,300,000. You saw that? You see the free familiars just shooting out? Let's wait for it. I'm gonna ultimate now. Wait till you see this. Just gonna swing this around a little bit.
We're going to make it.
Hey, it's already over. But the familiars stay for a little bit. They last like 8 seconds still.
For your troubles.
Now the lightning spears only last 6 seconds, but they have a lucky hit chance to like spawn themselves again now because of that ring I have with the 14%. So sometimes they sort of chain together, they sort of daisy chain the lightning spears a little bit. Every now and then you'll get a lightning spear, it'll kill a couple of guys, and then it'll summon another lightning spear because of those kills. Oh, I don't know what that guy was doing. Was he guarding the door? I feel bad. He was the only one who was like ready. He was like, I'm so ready. Whatever comes through this door, I'm gonna talk to it. And all of a sudden just... like Toad in the X-Men movies. Bringing Storm over here explaining what happens when lightning strikes Toad. Same thing that happens to everything else, brother man. I may have added the brother man part. I don't think she said that. I don't think she was slowly turning into Lobo while she was talking to him, but at the same time, fair enough. Wait, where am I going with it? Do I want to go up here? Oh, okay. I do. Tell you what, man. Finally had another strange dream. I was in a sitcom, but I was at home. Alright? I was at home. It was weird. Super weird. Because there was like a laugh track and everything, but the jokes didn't make sense to me. And I just wanted to leave. I felt like there were like 3 people there who I've never met before. Ever. There were these 2 dudes and a lady. And the lady was dating one of them, right? And it was, I just wanted them to leave. And it was super weird. It was like I was in an SCP because I was the only one who was not sitcommed. You know what I mean? I wasn't talking or acting like that. I was acting just like me, like I was trapped in a sitcom. Like one of the layers, the back rooms that you share an apartment with the Three's Company people. I don't even know. They weren't those people though, but still, there was 3 of them. And there was like a love triangle thing going on between them. But one of them was trying to run, I think it was, I want to say it was the girl was trying to run a scam, like a financial scam of some kind. And I was just so done that I didn't even care. I was just like, all right, look, what do you want? You want to go? You want me to go to the bank to take out a credit loan? All right, yeah, let's do that. And it was something stupid. It was like these $5 vouchers. Like these little slips for something. I don't know if it was a raffle or whatever. And I was just like, whatever, you know? If it gets you guys out of my house, I'll buy one of each. One of the pink ones and one of the yellow ones. Just leave me alone. And they were going on about some sort of drama, but I was ignoring them. And somehow we ended up outside. It was nighttime. And like, oh, we need to go to the bank. Let's go to the bank. So she like wants to drive there, and I'm like, all right, well, whatever. Let's go. And they're still like arguing about something. Because like I said, there's some sort of love triangle going on with them, but I'm ignoring them. Like, you want to, like, the only dialogue I can remember is at the end. Because I am actively just thinking, God, this is weird. I need to get out of here. I need to leave. But I'm already home, so that's why I'm trying to, like, I want to leave at the same time, I just want them to leave. So, she won't take the $10 cash, so I'm just like, alright, we're about to drive to the bank at night. I have no time. I have no idea what time it is. It's dark, though. It's dark. Yeah, I don't think they're open, but at the same time, I'm leaving. We're going there. And some sort of argument happens. We go to the garage, and for some reason, it's not my garage. It's my friend Odess's garage from back when we did the Halo 2 LAN parties. And I don't think about it. I just walk through it. Like, whatever. Same way I'm leaving that shrine there and not going back to fix it. You know, I'm just gonna leave it. Whatever. We've got plenty of XP over here. But one of the other dudes figures out that it's a scam. He's like, wait a minute, this is a scam. And I'm like, dude, I don't know, and I mean, I knew that, but I don't care. Let's just give her some money and ask her to leave. And you leave too. But I guess the boyfriend finally figures out that not only is he getting two-timed by her with the guy, that she's the main culprit, the main mastermind behind this weird voucher scam. So he gets mad, and somehow she ends up... Well, it was all because she wanted to go to the bank, that she ended up in the back of, like, this SUV. And he has, like, the bundle of, like, the pink vouchers, and he opens the door, and he throws them at her. And he was like, there, that's all you care about. And he slams the door on her. And I'm so done, and she's like distraught. And the other guy, he's just sort of there. He's like witnessing it, just like doesn't know what to do. I grab the bundle of the yellow vouchers, and I look at them for a second, and for some reason, they're the king in yellow themed. I have no idea what they're for, but like a Reaper like guy who looks like a Hashter like individual. You know what I mean? It looks like the Grim Reaper, but it has a golden crown on it. It's all yellow. Is like on the voucher, and I'm like, all right, whatever. And I open up the other car door from the other side, and she's like in there crying, and I just thump it into her face, like all the yellow vouchers, throw them right into her face, and I say, that's all you're worth, baby, and I slam the other door. And then I wake up, and I'm like, what was that about? That dream was something else. I wish I remembered more. Because like I said, some jokes were being said, they were sitcom-like, but I was ignoring it. I wanted to just be done. Once again, it was one of those dreams where I was like tired in my own dream and wanted to go to sleep in my dream. I don't know where my head was, but all I know is I was like sleepy. And I just wanted them to leave my house. I was gonna give them the $10 just so that I could sleep. I was done with them. I think it's a combination of my sleeping medication and just the weird stuff, the weird AI stuff I watch on Facebook before I fall asleep. People have been having fun with that, man. It's still not perfect yet, though. You see a little video of, like, baby dragons in a barn. And as soon as, like, the door, like, turns, one of them just sort of, like, disappears into the wall still. Like, there was 4 of them, then, like, the camera just turns a little bit, and one of them just goes, whoop, it's just gone. Just sucked into the wall. I'm sorry again. I don't know why. I'm in a poppy, bubbly mood. Uh-oh. Connection errors. Alright, we're fine. We're fine. Everything's MLG. Like, comment, and subscribe, Probies Pro. GG no re. TTYL BRB. Alright, I need to get into the zone, auto zone style. I need to last Duralast style. Let me get in here. Do some deep scoops. Do some deep lunges. Is it me or deep lunges seem way too aggressively, like, what's it called? Intrusive. Like, if you deep lunge towards someone, you're like, oh no. It's not sexual, but it's almost. Because it's like, I don't know. I feel like there's a lot of like crotch stabbing downward motion happening. It looks like a really weird threat to me. A deep lunge towards someone, like, I'm like, oh no. Please keep your knees even, sir. I don't like that at all. Do not deep lunge towards me. I think you should be able to taser someone who tries to deep lunge towards you. Like, I think it should be legal. Like, that's way too much knee. That's way too much knee from a man coming at you like that. That's way too big of a step. Looks like he's practicing his fencing moves. And if I'm not armed, I want a taser, because I feel offended. I feel like we're just like a couple of steps away from a cod piece at that point. You know? I'm scared. If his wiener was a snake, it would have bit me, and I'm offended. A guy doing deep lunges? He better not be wearing spandex. That'd make it even worse. I think that would double the offense I would feel, and the threat. A man in spandex lunging towards me? That is a threat. That is a threat. I feel puckered right now just thinking about it. I feel clenched. My kegels are going into autopilot just from thinking about it. I'm gonna skip the ovals. I'm gonna skip them. I'm gonna save them for later. Oh my god, what is this? Brother. Sorry, I'm getting distracted. Oh, it's from the official Doom soundtrack. Okay. I'm like, man, this guy... those drums are angry. I was like, this is perfect for demon slaying. And what do you know? Coincidentally, it is. Of course it is. Obviously. Get the Doom Eternals going. You really can do some grinding. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm starting to lose focus again. I'm starting to lose focus. We're supposed to be enjoying a overpowered Crackling energy build that still has potential to get even stronger. Just trying to have a good time, man. Just trying to... I don't like dead air. I feel like I'm here. I'm with the microphone. I gotta keep the train a training. Here come that blue train a coming. I gotta keep it churning. I gotta keep the butter churning. I'm on the magic school bus. I'm riding down the river of lava. Oh god, do we need to? Okay, I forgot to double check. We might experience a slight disconnect because this is one time, once again, I forgot to double check to see if my security software updated. Because I don't have my streaming computer on all the time. And I think there was a big data leak recently, so like Bitdefender's been updating like a lot recently, like almost once every couple of days. So hopefully it doesn't need to, but if we disconnect for a second, that's the reason why. So keep it together, Touch Boys. Keep it puckered. Stay puckered like me so you can become a pro at Diablo 4. See, now I feel that's too suggestive as well. I feel offended now. And I just said that. I feel like that's coming at me at all kinds of angles that I don't appreciate. Stay puckered? I don't like that. Tase this man. Tase him. Ah. Brody. What does that even mean? I kind of want to get it on their shirt so people ask me questions. No. People, scratch that idea. I want the shirt, but at the same time I'll wear it at home. I'm the kind of introvert to where I like wearing band shirts, but as soon as some guy walks up to me and goes, oh man, they're great, I'm like, oh, my life. No, I don't want... and then you have to get a read on him, like, alright, he's the kind of guy who just enjoys a band, or he's gonna be like, oh man, what's your favorite song? Prove that you like them. Name all 40 of their songs. I'm like, oh, what? Why? Still though, I never wear a shirt of a band that I don't actually listen to. I'm not like 10 years ago when every alt girl had a Misfits shirt but didn't listen to Misfits. They just liked that black and white, like Andre the Giant face for some reason. I don't know why. That was weird to me. I don't know. You guys remember that? Like 90% of alt girls owned a Misfits shirt, and only 10% of that 90% actually listened to Misfits. And honestly, in my opinion, they're not even that great, so it's like kind of weird. Sorry, I'm getting a little bit of water here. It was really dry yesterday. Even though it's been raining a lot, it was really dry in my room. It got me worried. I'm trying to stay hydrated today. Sorry, I'm starting to lose focus again. We must maintain discipline. This is not too much for Decima. Not even close. She is a trained devastation. An expert in her field. She earned the title Harajum, for crying out loud. You gotta kill like 10,000 demons to get that one. And I earned it like a year ago. This is getting weird. I have mixed feelings about the update. Because it looks cool. But at the same time, if they increase the max level again or change or force people to change the leveling thing. Because last time, oh man, yeah, you guys have no idea how upset I was. when like half a year ago, when they changed max level from level 100 to Paragon level 300. When I was first going for this record, I was like level 98. Tasty treats. I think we were already at like the 50-day mark, too. But then back then, oh man, back then it was so much worse. Once I got to level 90, you guys have no idea how much nicer it is now. Like, I don't even think I had, back then, I didn't even have expert unlocked, so we were still on normal difficulty, getting normal levels of XP. And also, we couldn't do any of the dungeons because they were all like set to a weird like setting. I remember that they would be like 10 levels higher than you, like the max level was level 50, but the dungeons, the enemies in them were level 60. It's like doing dungeons like this was actually really tough if you didn't have like next level gear. You would just get murdered. But I remember back then, oh my god, where's my mouse? Back then, when I was like level 90, like grinding for 8 hours would get you like that much. Would give you like an eighth of one of these squares. Grinding for eight hours. So, making it to 50 days last time, that was freaking easy. That was not easy. It was easy to get a lot of time. But it was a banana sandwich. Let's just connect this bridge over here real quick. Touched on. Good clean feeling. Blast waves. Easy. I can't believe we're already halfway through an hour. Oh my god, you get too used to it. You do so much, you know? You do it so much. An hour feels like nothing now. I feel so bad though. I feel a little weird today. I've been exercising every day except for the past 2 days, so now I have to do it today. Like, first time in like over a month. I didn't do it for one day, and then the next day, yesterday, I didn't do it again. But I've been grinding so much, and I've been feeling like tired, especially around 1 in the afternoon. I just feel like tired. And even though I've been getting good sleep again, I've ended up like taking like 30-minute naps and then being like, I gotta get up and take a shower to feel normal again. And so that's what I do, but then it's like, alright, well, I already took my shower, so now I can't work out, get all sweaty, then I gotta take another shower. And I can't just sit around in my own filth. That's how you get back me. That's how your skin betrays you. It becomes your enemy once again. I don't like those. Let me save the lady. Let me save the people. Why are you gonna have them stand there going, oh no? And then you talk to them, they're like, be careful. And they just instantly die after you kill all the enemies. Nothing touches them. But they just go, bleh, like they have SAD, sudden adult death syndrome. So thank you for killing those 12 demons that were hiding underneath me. Even though I was just standing here for hours waiting for you to show up before they attacked. I could have left at any time. But as soon as I whispered be careful to you, that's when they jumped out and killed them all. And that's when my body decided, you know what? That's enough. That's enough. You know what you need? You need a ghostectomy. And my soul just jumps out of my body. And that's life. I don't get it, man. Let me say that. Why is this on Mudvayne? Oh, because it is Mudvayne. I was like, who are these dudes? They sound like Mudvayne. And I look, it is Mudvayne. I was like, oh, well, that explains it. Wow. Great detective work by my part. On my part. I really deduced that mystery really fast. Man, I don't like these dungeons. I like the way they look. I like their style. I like their color scheme. The blue and the gray. I like the way it looks, but design-wise, having to go through it is so annoying. Like, all these doors and all these angles. Looks like I'm trying to explore someone's Minecraft fortress. Sorry. I don't know what a fortress is. All I know is that it don't sound right. It don't sound right. Fortress. It sounds like a fortress. It's a fortress, but it's also designed specifically to be a fortress for grain. It's like a grain elevator and a fortress had a baby. It sounds weird. That sounds like the correct definition. Welcome to my fortress. There's the murder holes. We got mostly corn in here. Like, what is this? Why does this need to exist? I have barbarians constantly attacking me, bro. Specifically for my corn. So I had to build a fortress. You don't understand. They're after me's corns, man. They're after my maize. I need myrtle holes right next to where the grain is. Sometimes I boil the corn and use it as a weapon. I would boil it in oil, but that just makes popcorn, and that's kind of useless as a weapon. I don't know if you've ever thrown hot popcorn at an enemy before. But it just lightly annoys them. It doesn't. It's not hyper effective at all. It's the opposite of hyper. It's ineffective. It's greatly ineffective. I'm gonna be honest with you. I had to learn that the hard way. That's why I had to build the fortress in the first place. Because at first we were boiling all the corn and just making popcorn, and it was, oh man. Well, this is just a light, fluffy treat. This is not going to stop them at all. In fact, it's going to encourage them to attack. I got the barbarians now. Now they're addicted to popcorn. Not only are my attacks completely ineffectual, I'm also feeding the enemy at the same time. It was a disaster. They were eating my weapons. My popcorn. It just made them more, it just made their tenacity grow. So, ipso facto, cause and effect, one thing led to another. Fortress. Excuse me, sorry. That was a burp. I got a weird new... I was gonna call it a problem. I was gonna say, it's just a habit. I got a weird new habit I didn't think would ever happen in my lifetime. Alright? Alright, so I bought the Kool-Aid mix, right? For the flavor. So, cause like, this is the cheapest way I can make like an energy drink possible. This is the cheapest way. I buy the caffeine in powder form, I have the Kool-Aid mix. I literally just make my own uncarbonated energy drink, right? Like 2 scoops, 1 scoop of the caffeine, 2 scoops of the Kool-Aid mix. I don't add sugar though. Whatever sugar the Kool-Aid mix already has is the sugar that's in there. I don't add sugar. But, you know, 1 scoop of the caffeine is equal to like a cup and a half of coffee. So it's not a crazy amount of caffeine, but it helps even me out. I don't even have it every day. Just days where I wake up really early. Because some days I get up at 4 or 5 and I'm like, I'm not going back to bed. Most days now I go to bed at 10, like religiously. But my wake up time is still random. Like it could be 4, could be 6, could be 7. Most of the time it's 6, but sometimes it's 4, sometimes it's 5, and I'm like, I don't want to go back to sleep because it's gonna be too hard. I'm gonna lay there for like an hour, go back to sleep. If I do that, every single time I do that, if I wake up at 4 and I don't fall back asleep instantly, I know that it's gonna take me an hour to fall asleep, and on top of that, then I'm not gonna get up until like 9 or maybe even 10 or 11, and I don't want to sleep through my morning, especially when I have so much grinding to do. So what I do? Make my own energy drink. Very weak by comparisons. I mean, like cup and a half of about 90 milligrams of caffeine, really. So not crazy, but what I've gotten the habit of doing now is literally making my own energy drink, because now I get like the water with the Kool-Aid mix, but then I mix it with like a Dr. Pepper, you know, one of the tall ones, one like a 16-ounce one. Now I have like this weird hybrid creature that's got almost the same amount of caffeine as an energy drink. A lot less calories, because I use the diet soda, you know, I'm not crazy. I'm not adding sugar to soda. Like I'm not reinventing diabetes. It's doing fine without my help. But now I'm making this new invention, this new drink. I don't know what to call it, but it's basically, it's just a grape Dr. Pepper. And I like it. But at the same time, now I'm having this large carbonated drink every day. It's making me gassy. And not in the fun way. The dangerous way. I'm getting older now. Alright? I'm getting older now, and everything new that comes out of me could be the end. You gotta be careful. Even a fart could be the last fart, alright? It could be the last time. The last time the trumpet sounds. I don't think it's that bad, but I think about it. Kind of like when Samwise was leaving the Shire. I'm like, this could be the last fart I ever take. But I believe in mind over matter. You know, I focus. I focus up. I lock it up. I lock it up. I lock it up tight. Excuse me, sorry. I know. Should probably start muting my mic. So I'm on this new let's make more gas diet for absolutely no reason. It's to no benefit to anyone, not even me. But it does a weird thing. It's kind of like adding pop rocks to soda. You know what I'm talking about? Like the Kool-Aid has like a very similar effect to where the bubbles get smaller, but there's more of them. I don't know why that happens. Like, I practice science. I believe in science. I know science. I don't have to believe in it. I know it. But I still believe in it, even though it doesn't need me to believe in it. But I still like to believe in science. I believe science has answers. In that sort of aspect of believing in science. But at the same time, I wouldn't say I'm a scientist. I learned a thing or two, but I don't have like a degree in anything, you know what I mean? I'm not like a science man. I'm just a science supporter. What's it called? A science enthusiast. A science initiate. So I never actually looked to stop and be like, well, why does... Like, Pop Rocks is like carbonated infused, right? Give it that popping effect. It's like under pressure. It's got like sealed gas inside of it. Hence the popping effect. Where? Alright. I walked past the cube. The knowledge orb over here. The most cube-shaped orb that there is. But my point is that the Kool-Aid isn't carbonated, so why does it make the soda go whoosh? And why does the soda seem more carbonated now? And I water it down too. That's the crazy part. At first I mix the Kool-Aid and the caffeine together in with water. And then I add the soda. But then for some reason that makes the bubbles smaller. Someone explain that science to me. Sorry. I forget the mic is closer. I'm just being a disgusting freak job. I could mute it. I'm so used to naturally. And I know it doesn't sound right. That's why I feel even more sorry now. Because I know it doesn't sound like regular birds. I know it sounds like a crocodile releasing a mating call. But caution is in the wind now. I'm just sort of doing it for some reason. And I'm still drinking my drink. I know it's gonna happen. I know that's what's causing it. But instead of saving it for later... I'm sorry, I don't know what's wrong with me. The one day I returned back to Decima is the one day... Like, I've been using her all the time, of course, off screen, but the one time I decided to stream her again, that's when the wheels come off the bus. And chaos is ensuing already. And I was hoping to switch to this build just so I could have like a little bit of a freer talk ability, because now I can focus even less on the game because she's so autoplay. Her build is so autoplay right now. So all I have to do is just exist with her and the XP comes to me. So I was hoping that like this would be a more relaxed form, and it is, but now I'm just sort of trailing off talking about being older and having gases escape my body more often and it causing me worry. Should I be worried? These gases, they're happening more often, but they're tinier than normal, so it's like, what does that mean? But now I've reached the age now to where anything that expels from my body, I have to stop and ask it questions. Who are you? Why are you here? What do you mean? Is this an effect of the poison? Was there poison? Answer me. Then I realize I'm talking to myself and my farts and my burps. I'm talking to them. They can't answer me. They're not sentient, hopefully. But that's where we're at now. That's where we're at. We're talking to gases. Which is profound, because, you know, we are the universe discovering ourselves, and perhaps I'm the part of the universe that wants to ask natural bodily gases questions. I don't know. I guess that's my character, I guess. That's me. That's part of my discovery. That's part of my journey. Ever since I started reading the Tao, you know, maybe that's the balance I'm bringing to the universe. There's a lot of people out there in limbo, not asking the gases that leave their orifices questions. And I gotta fill that gap. I'm the man who asks the gas why.
Sanctuary will burn. We will remain.
Hold on. Alright, I'm back. That was a big one. Had to let that one out. As you can see here, we're doing millions and millions of damage, just sort of hanging out. Just sort of... You gotta love when the wild bolt aspect pulls them and they die midair. And you're just yeeting a dead body across the battlefield. Ah, it's good times. Really helps you center yourself. Reminds us all what it's all about. See, this ain't about me. I do this for you guys. ET's gotta stand out, be different. Flex those muscles that no one's ever used in 1,000 years. I gotta activate that Neolithic grind fest. That insanity grind set right here. He died. What the hell is this? Never heard of these guys. Distant. No, wait. I think the band's called Flesh Weaver, and the song's called Distant. I forget how this thing is... What's it called? Oriented. I thought it was the Devil's Wear Prada for a second, because it's like... It was just pig squeals and explosions. So that was the sound they were going for. Right, this is what happens when you put a fuel air bomb in a slaughterhouse. Now record it and make it into an album. I'm not against it. Like, if the music's good, the music's good. But I definitely don't go for it. I definitely don't sit down and go, you know what I need? I need pig squealing explosions. That ought to even me out. I like explosions. I don't have a particular fondness for pig squeals, though. I don't mind growls during songs, during metal. I don't mind it. Gutturals, they're fine. But really, when it starts to sound like you're literally trying to speak chainsaw, like, the music better be good. To be fair, though, I never did stop and ask a chainsaw a question. that would be different. I never ask chainsaw its motives. It's an inanimate object. It's a tool. But at the same time, maybe I should. They are pretty metal, if you think about it. A saw. Saws are metal, right? Brutal. Chains. Made of metal, literally. Can be used as a weapon. Is symbolic for, like, being confinement. Breaking chains. Liberating. Striving for the feeling of liberation from oppressors, those who put chains on you. That can be pretty metal. So the idea, you combine these two things, a saw and a chain, there's a lot of metal themes going on here, right? And I'm not just talking about some sort of weird anti-tree positions that you could take, which I used to do in my younger days, because in my preteen years, I used to think trees were too proud, and obnoxiously so. They were tall, hard, made of wood, sucked up all the sunlight, provided shade, but in a very mocking tone. Now I think trees are alright. But before, in my preteen years, oh man, I could fight a tree. Would I win? Probably not. But at the same time, they would know that a free boy stood against the tyranny of tree pride. But things are different now. Me and the relationship with the trees is different. Now, we get along better. I want to say during our trifling years, during the Great Tree War, is what I'll call those youthful era of my younger days. Ah, that's pretty good. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Actually, no, -2. That was about 13. That was about a 13 run. Because I forgot I skipped the 2 ovals. Yeah, there they are. Ew. You got a wisdom. Looks like there's enough here to do another run, which I probably will do later today. But you know what? I do feel like touching Lapustozul a little bit before we close out. Don't worry, I'll touch him appropriately. As appropriately as you can touch a necromancer. You know how necromancers are. Sometimes they want you to touch him. I don't know about that. I don't know about that. I don't know about that. A necromancer is probably the last fantasy magical person you want to get handsy with you. So you gotta be careful. Right next to like a vicar, just because that title sounds intrusive by itself already. What is a vicar? What are they vicking? And why don't I like the sound of it? I think I'm gonna come down here and start unlocking these places. We'll just go for a little walk. He still blew out a Diavanda. I really like this helmet a lot. I just wish I could make the gold part blue and the blue part gold. Switch it up. I don't think he has any gems yet. Yeah, he's got that one little chipped ruby. I could go make some, but at the same time, he's leveling up so fast that it's like, we're gonna replace them anyway, you know what I mean? I forgot I got some blood equipped. We're reaping. Should I stop here? On my way in? Do this one first? Get some bone, boys, before we activate a waypoint? I don't know if I'm gonna make him an axe man, but he has an axe for now and it looks good. I'm not gonna lie. He looks pretty legit with it. That's right. That's right. Chop of the wood. There's some very heavy metal themes going on right now. Get them up. Get them up. I didn't find out till way later on that when you're at max bone guys and then you cast bone guys again, that guy coming out and exploding right there, that's your skeletal priest. And he's healing your bone men. So, yeah, for a while there, like that's not explained. That's not explained through gameplay. You gotta like sort of like read between the lines for that one. One day I actually looked up, I was like, what? I see a lot of aspects and magical abilities that say when your skeletal priests do this, but I see skeletal mages and I see skeletal warriors. I was like, what are the skeletal priests? I actually looked it up on the interwebs, and they were like, oh, when you're at maxed bone boys and you try to summon one, that's what that ghostly image that shoots up is. And I was like, no way. Oh my god. I like the blood wave. I like the blood things. I like the tendril boy. That's what gathers them all together, and then you can like suck all their blood out and start doing these like start doing this what's it called? This dubstep thumping right here. You can drop the bass on them with the blood. Oh god. The ground is poisoned. It's okay. We're fortifying as we go. Yeah, there's supposed to be things later on that I'm very curious about, which I'll try the bone out again later, but I'm also super curious about the blood build, because I think there's a way. I thought I saw something in regards to where when your blood wave does something, it'll reduce its cooldown every single time it does that. I think it's like every time it critical strikes, your blood wave, every time it critical strikes, its own cooldown will go down, so you can start launching even more blood waves. And I thought that's pretty cool. I'm gonna get into that. Can't wait to see it. It's very interesting. Very interesting. If you're into blood, which I'm not. Not aesthetically. As an attack, I find it interesting. It's because it's different from bone. Not to mention, you can really drop the bass. If you're musically inclined. Blood has a lot of bass working for it. Which sound design-wise, I'm into it. I think the Necromancer has some of the best sounds. I really like the way Soul Rift sounds when you first activate it, that big bassy sound. And then a lot of the blood attacks have sort of a bassy sound to them as well. Kinda makes me sad. I really like the way Druids sound for its storm skills. I like the way they sound, and it kinda makes me miss the sound design for the Sorceress's Lightning from D2. Diablo 2 Lightning I think sounded better. I feel like D4 lightning skills with the Sorceress lost a lot of its oomph.
Help us get out of here!
Both visually and audioly. Audio styles.
They're here! Get ready!
The only way out of this is to fight.
Yeah, guys, work together. As a team. But don't worry, we'll get this together. No, my bosh.
We're going to make it!
Gather them in the tendrils. There you go. My bone prison. I actually miss the way the bones used to look a lot more now. But I actually pay attention to the way the bones look. Because these bones, like I think I said this last time, it just looks like a bunch of wood. Doesn't look like bone at all.
You deserve this. Never seen anyone fight like you.
Looks like I'm summoning some sort of weird pirate ship that eats people. Which can be pretty metal in its own way. I mean, that's just the crazy sentence I just said. Maybe one of the spells should be that. Maybe you should summon a giant bone pirate ship that eats people. I don't know. Could be something there. He's a necromancer, but he's also a pirate. Is it possible to get your skeleton drunk? Find out more. Alright, that's it. Listen to my music. Listen. Ow! No! I wrote this song for you. Tendrils, get him. Put him in the bone chamber. Yeah. Why? We really had a bone to pick with that guy. Am I right, guys? You get it? Because you made a bone? It's not, no, never mind. It's necromancer's humor. I like it when my bone men beat my prisoners for me. Now, normally I don't support animal cruelty. At the same time, as a necromancer, they worship a weird dark god of balance. And these beasts seem to be some sort of evil. They seem to be worshiping, working along werewolves and vampires. Whether it be as familiars or pets, I'm just, just gotta even this out. Listen to my music. Hey, you guys like blood, right? What if I told you you could listen to my blood right now? And the only cost is death. Yeah. Oh, okay, they're getting a little aggressive. Get in the wave. Ride the wave. You won't see this technology again until water parks become a thing. And with all the demons happening here in Sanctuary, it might be a little while before that becomes a thing. Although, as a necromancer, if I was in charge, they'd be blood parks, but then people would probably complain about the stickiness and the smell. You know what? Now that I think about it, yeah, that would only resonate with a certain type of crowd. And right now I'm kind of wiping out werewolves and vampires, so I'm not really... It's gonna be really hard to market, I'm gonna be honest with y'all. My main demographic that'd be interested, I'm currently taking an axe to their face. I'm really ruining my future blood-park relations right now. I'm my own living wave machine. But all my customers can't just be bone men. That's a stifled economy. They work for me for free. They're not gonna have any money. All the money they make is already my money. I'm gonna be paying myself to have my bone men ride my own roller coasters and stuff? That'd be ridiculous. Possible. Easy to do. But not... It's just not forward-thinking economically wise. That would be like androids paying admission to go see the drone air show. It makes no sense. Pete's dragon. Get them together. Seal them away. Yeah, lock up the invulnerable guy. That's a good idea. We'll beat him up, and he'll do nothing. Ow! Get in here. Listen to my essence, my music. Before there was Skrillex, there was blood. Does Skrillex still do stuff? I feel like there was such a thing. I don't even remember what that album was called. Evil Spirits and Smiley Faces or something? I don't know. But when it came out, it was like years ago now. It's kind of crazy. I'm like, a lot of the crap I talk about, it's like a decade ago. What's wrong with me? Some people are stuck in the 90s. I was stuck in the early 2000s for some reason. Excuse me? It's a den mother. Quickly, surround her with bones. Oh god, she escaped it easily. Here, the tendrils. Use them. Aw, she has her own blood magic. You use them against me. Honestly, blood's more interesting, but I was definitely doing... I think I was doing a little bit more damage with my all bone. But then again, I'm kind of doing a little bit of everything right now, aren't I? I'm just sort of experimenting right now, but it's working. It's not the best, but it's working. So I got the corpse tendrils, and I still have the bone trap. I mean... But did I die? But at the same time, I don't feel like I was rocking it specifically, you know what I mean? I don't feel like I was still on hard. So I got that going for me. None of my bone men died. But I don't know. I was fortifying like crazy, and that den mother never really got the upper hand on me, so I guess it's alright. I guess it works. I don't know what I'm trying to say. I guess I felt like it should have felt a little bit better. It felt fine, though. Maybe I'm just not giving my necromancer enough credit. Things are working out just fine. Look at these guys. They're dead. See that? It works. It's just hard to go from a level 288 Paragon monster, death machine, to this guy who's struggling to carry his bass guitar axe across the battlefield. He's getting a workout in. Alright, well. Something to think about. Definitely more interesting sound design. Something to come back to. I really do want to become the Blood Wave Necromancer, but at the same time, I'm also interested in combining what I saw, because there was a lot of aspects, a lot of things for combining bone and shadow damage. So I'm also interested in coming back to see more of that. But looks like we're at the end for today. We got a lot more grinding to do to reach level 289. I'm gonna try to get that done. I don't know how rough it's gonna get. Like I said last time, I noticed that now it's getting to the point to where crossing about this much distance right here, just one of those cubes, takes about 3 hours. So it might be another 3-day stint before I stream again. But I promise y'all, I'm focused 100% on this right now. Get this world record in the bag. Just to have another world record underneath the belt. Because why not? Why not? But we will come back to this. We will revisit this. I will test both the blood build and the shadow bone eventually, but we're still leveling up. And it was nice. Like I said, I haven't touched this guy since last time. Since like 3 days ago, I haven't touched him. So it was nice to touch him again. And discover that my bone build at least had a direction, but now this guy, this other build that I was doing, just was sort of, this one's sort of all over the place. It works. You know, you tendril them, you put them in the bone prison, then you just slap them a bunch with some basey blood and they die. Or just slap them with your axe and it works. So, interesting idea I had. It's not doing anything special yet, but we're only level 18. We got to give them more time in the oven. Let them cook a little bit more. But anyway, I'm going to let you guys go. I know I tried to get this ready. Tried to get this ready for Sunday, but things got a little wonky. Things are definitely, we're definitely feeling the grind now that we're about to be 290. So, take the good with the bad, I guess. But I'm going to leave you guys here. Thank you all who came out today. Thank you all future people who come back to watch these old episodes. Please like, comment, subscribe. Hit that like button. Keep on posting. We'll see you in the next one. Y'all take it easy. Bone Boy.